Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be doing a long requested video of reacting to my old boy pictures, and I'm a little nervous, but it's okay. So we're going to go down a journey of memory lane, and some of these pictures I haven't shown before on my channel, so I'm excited. So if you're interested, keep on watching. I'm going to have this shameless plug. Just kidding. It's not shameless. There's a little bit of shame. Okay, so we're only able to go through the pictures that I have. So the first picture I have of myself way back then is starting from when I was 14. And this is me with my girlfriend, Allison, at the time. And all I can say is this is wild looking at. I never knew what to do in pictures as a boy. My girlfriend would always try to take pictures with me, and I would always be like, because I was goofy. I think a lot of trans girls can relate to like using goofiness as a way to cope, so they don't have to really like connect in a real way, I guess. Yeah. So this was before I started hormones. This is what my body was like. I had put on a lot of weight since then. This was me at a speech and debate tournament. I was very toxic. I was very competitive. I did policy debate. The year that I competed, we had to like debate about like US like hegemony and like military stuff. It was very complicated. It was exhausting. I remember when this photo was taken of me, I really liked it because I looked kind of feminine in it, and I used it as my profile picture. Oh my god, this photo was taken by my brother. I I don't know the context. I think I was just being goofy, but man, I look at the happiness. Oh my god, this was my freshman formal with my girlfriend. Wow. That suit was way too big for me. It felt so weird wearing that suit. You know, I felt like I was two like people stacked together. It was very surreal. This was, I believe, when we had the privilege of going on my sister's weird boyfriend's boat. And I didn't really go on boats, so I was like, whatever, sure, let's do this. But the whole time he was just talking about like, well, I used to be a bodybuilder, and I'm also a millionaire, and I'm also this, and I'm also that, and it's like, dude, you are like scrawnier than me. There's no way that he was a bodybuilder. And he's like, nuh-uh, I had my jaw wired shut. See, look, and it was a picture of him with his jaw wired shut, but like not muscular. I don't know. Anyway, I look awful. That's my sister. This was my sophomore year. I was freshly out as gay. I finally had come out, and I decided to make a statement at my sophomore formal, and I wore a pink blazer, and I stand by it. This was my first day of silence. I had a pretty cool, open-minded school, and we had a gay straight alliance, and I was a part of it. And we organized a protest every year on Day of Silence to speak up for people who have been silenced. And I'll never forget, one of my teachers made fun of me. It's like, oh, you'd never be able to go the whole day without talking. And it's like, just let me have this, okay? I just came out, like, and I was trying to live my best gay life. I still think that this outfit was a serve with the scarf and the gloves and the Nyan Cat shirt. I dig it. I was wearing fake glasses because I really needed that sense of identity. I don't know why. Oh, this was when in the theater, in the back of the theater, we were all allowed to try on outfits, and I was like, oh, as a joke, I'm gonna try on all these like flamboyant clothes as a joke. What a funny joke. It's a joke. This was when I was in Urinetown, the musical, and I played Senator Phipp. If you've ever seen Urinetown, you'll know that the character I played is like wildly played for laughs as like a tranny. And looking back, wow. It's like my theater teacher knew, because that year I was that, and then I was Oberon, but make it David Bowie, and then I was the gay guy. Well, you'll see. This was when I was dressed up as Winnie the Pooh as a hazing ritual to become a thespian and join the theater club at my school. And this is when I cut my hair. I had to for theater in order to get roles. They made me. And I really, really didn't want to, but I did. And looking back, no regrets, right? Things happen the way they happen. But oh my god, look at the deadness of my eyes. I did not want to do that. I kept that ponytail, fun story. I just kept it for like sentimentality, and then years later, I became a student director of a show called Steel Magnolias, and one of the moments is you see a character get a haircut on stage, and we needed props for when that happened, and I was like, well, I have my like years old ponytail, and my theater teacher was like, sure. And this is though years later, I get a text from my friends, and they're like, we found your hair, and it was just in the props room. Oh my god. Oh my god, this was me at band camp 2012. Wow. Yeah, as you can see, this was when my hair was starting to show already that there was some male pattern, and I was really self-conscious about it, but I didn't know why, because I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't even know what being trans was at the time. I was just a feminine guy, and I had never met a trans person. And I was one of the only gay people I knew, so it was hard. It was really hard. This was also when I had finally started to develop facial hair, because I was a late bloomer, and so this was a hard time for me. This was when I was a makeup artist for the first time, and I really threw myself into it, and I was kind of iconic in this role, and this was my friend Carly and her iconic role as the stepmother, but I remember it was hard to learn at first, and I was so self-conscious about ever messing up, but like, girls, if you are not good at doing makeup, it's okay. Nobody taught you. You can get good. You can learn. You can start bad and become good. This was when I did my eyebrows for the first time. And I gotta say, if you do your eyebrows right, it can really have a powerful effect. This was my first public time in drag, but I didn't shave my legs, so the whole day I was really self-conscious about it. And I wore pantyhose to like try to mask the fact that I didn't shave my legs, but you could still see. And I was really self-conscious. But I was March for Halloween, and I really enjoyed it. I had to stack newspaper in my wig, which is funny. This was the first time I got my hair colored. I got highlights in my hair, I did my eyebrows, and I did my makeup, and I was feeling good about myself that day. My best friend took this photo, and it was the first time I felt like comfortable in my own skin. Oh my god, this was when I was David Bowie as... I was Oberon in A Midsummer Night's Dream. I was King of the Fairies, and so my teacher was like, okay, we're going to make you David Bowie from the Labyrinth. But then she had the audacity to tell me that I was too gay for the King of the Fairies. Unbelievable. I will never not be bitter. This was a fun role, though. It was iconic. It was iconic. And I got to enjoy running around the track as this character for our homeroom Olympics, and I won, and it was a good moment for me. And I got to sing. It was theater was a good time. This was my junior year formal. I wore makeup for the first time to a dance, and I wore lipstick for the first time, I believe. Yeah, this was the first lipstick shade I had ever worn, and I remember it because I melted it in my car the next day, and it smelled like melted crayon. It was literally like, it was a beautiful, beautiful fuchsia, but it was like that drugstore lipstick, so it smelled really perfumed, and my car never smelled the same. But yeah, that was the first lipstick I ever wore, and I'm very sentimental about it. I wore it with like a red blazer, I thought, and like it was a cute moment with me and my friend Bridget. We had a moment there. We had a caricaturist do cartoons of us, and they came out hilarious. I really loved it. This is me with my friend Sarah at that same dance. And as you can see, I had done like a full winged eyeliner look, and my eyebrows were snatched, and I had done my lipstick and foundation. So I did a full makeup, and I hadn't done that at that point. So it was a moment for me. We had like matching makeup. This was when I was in a phase where I was starting to wear heels, and it was really liberating, but it was a really short phase for me because I am 6 feet tall. and wearing heels is exhausting. And I was going to school every day, and the floor was really uneven, and it was just not the environment for heels. But these were like a chunky wedge, and they were given to me by my English teacher, and I loved them. And they're like these cute little leopard print wedges. And I know people think wedges are ugly, but I loved them in this outfit with my like yellow and like brown. I don't know. I liked the way it all tied together. So I thought this outfit was the serve. Just saying. And it made my legs look good. I was a string bean. I was also at this point. Yeah, this is a picture of me just walking around experimenting with colored lipstick. I had green lipstick on, matching these little green origami paper crane earrings. I was so quirky, so unique. Oh my god, this was when I was in Legally Blonde, and I was the gay guy. And my teacher was like, can you get a spray tan? Because the guy's supposed to be Hispanic. And I literally said no. I was like, absolutely not. Because, I'm sorry, yeah, it was like a part with like 3 lines. And I was just like, he's gay, he's gay, he's gay. Oh, what a mess. This was my junior prom. This was my first ever prom. And this was my first time wearing a wig to one of these dances. And I got this wig like hours before the dance. I got this little outfit together that I was really excited to wear, and it was a skirt, and it would be the first time I was wearing a skirt out in public, and I was really self-conscious about that. So I paired it with this wig that I found that was purple, my favorite color, and a makeup look that I thought was serve, but it did not turn out the way I wanted it to. But it looks good. But yeah, that was my first prom, and honestly, it was a moment. I remember singing Footloose karaoke. That was fun. This was when I was Lord Farquaad in Shrek the Musical, and this was quite a moment. And every time I tell anyone, it's like, yeah, I was Lord Farquaad, and they're like, but you're so tall. And it's like, yes. If you see this little apparatus in front of me, I was on my knees the entire performance with like knee pads, and I was kicking and bucking. And I wish I could get a hold of the footage and maybe show you someday. I don't know if that's legal, though. That's the problem. You know, all these people who own all these rights to all these things to worry about. Why can't we just make videos? My senior photo, I wore this wig, and I honestly thought it was a serve. No regrets. That was when I had finally come to terms with my trans identity as a senior. But I did quickly back out on it because I went kind of back in the closet. It was complicated for me. But at the time, I thought I wanted to be an out trans woman, and I stand by it. You know, no regrets. Everybody has their journey. This was my repeat of the moment where I was doing her theater makeup, and I gotta say, this is a picture where you can really see how my hair was starting to recede. This was when I played probably the most masculine role I ever got in theater, where I was just like the weird husband of the weird girl in the play about weird people. And all I remember about this play is that I got to be weird and awkward, and I got to play the xylophone on stage. And that was pretty fun, I gotta say. Oh, this was when we went to Thespicon, which was like a competition, and we won. Oh, I could probably find footage of that. That was really exciting. That was an exciting, iconic moment for us. We got to perform on stage in front of hundreds of people, just like theater kid stuff. But it was really, and we got to do Skid Row, and it was really cool because it restarted randomly, and we got to do it over again in the middle of everything. Like, we were halfway through the number, and it just randomly restarted, and we were like, okay, we'll just do it again. And it was funny, and someone's line at the beginning was "Sing it, child," and then she was like, "Sing it again, child," and then everybody laughed. It was a very wholesome memory. I'll try to see if I can find the video because I'll never forget it. This was when me and my friend Carly got to host the fashion show at my school. So yeah, like I went to like a cool school. Like we had student-run clubs, and the student-run fashion show was run by a friend of mine named Annie, and she was like, "Hey, you guys are funny, you guys are theater kids, MC this fashion show," and it was really fun. It was an iconic moment. I wore this really cute paisley skirt with like one of my boho crop tops, and I had these lacy tights and cute shoes. I don't know, it was a fashion moment for sure. Oh, this was my senior prom, and I remember shopping for this prom dress. It was very special, and this was with my boyfriend, and this is the only prom I ever got to go to, or any dance for that matter that I got to go to like in a relationship, and it was nice. And I got to feel super glam. I was real glam that day. This was when I was in Honk, ironically enough, with my boyfriend. If you've seen it, it's a musical about the ugly duckling. It's kind of cringe to do as a high schooler, to be honest. And our performances ended up being pretty cringe, but no regrets. And I got to sing about how badly I wanted to eat my boyfriend in front of his mom every day. Like, it was so awkward seeing this waspy-ass white woman being like, while I'm singing about how delicious her son looks, fully well knowing that she knows I'm dating him. It was weird. I got to do this funny duet. I was the cat, so I'm thinking about wanting to eat the ugly duckling, and then I got to do a whole number about, like, a duet with my friend Sam as cats. It was fun. Our theater director told us that we needed to study cats in heat, and we were like, no. Pics of graduation. Me and my friend Katrina, we were in band together, and wow, this is a great pic to show off how far apart my eyebrows are. Or at least were. I don't do them like that anymore. But wow, this is a mindfuck going this far back in time. Oh, and this is me and my boyfriend. I think this is one of the last pictures we had in high school. We're still friends. We just drifted apart. And ultimately, he was a gay guy, and he didn't want to be with a woman. And me coming to terms with my womanhood doesn't mean that I need to stay with gay people, Anyway, it was a cute little moment. I forget what we were dressing up for, but we were like a gay it couple. It was fun. And here's another shameless plug of my transition timelines. Yeah. Wow, what this is telling me is I really don't have as many boy pictures as I thought I did. But, I have deleted a lot of them. And it's because I don't, keep them around. There, I'm sure, are more if I could do some more digging. And I will. I'll find some more for you guys someday. But for now, this is what we got. So, if you like this video and you want to see more stuff like this down below, I have a lot of content on my channel. And I hope you subscribe, I hope you share with your friends, and hit that notification bell and comment down below, and most importantly, become my friend.